So a couple quick things, as with anything, and since we have some of our agents on here, anything we share, right, you're bound by ethics and the law. Outside of that, anything we suggest are just some best practices, tips, things that, we know work. They've been vetted to work. So, apply it at your own, your own risk or own decision. It's up to you. It's all voluntary. And then, of course, would be remiss, the legal gods would frown upon me if I didn't remind you to make sure you comply with the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. Don't call, text, or email people that have not given you written permission to do so. And even if they have and they ask you to stop, be nice, be a good neighbor, and just stop. Well, before I dive into our topic, I don't know who was able to attend the call yesterday. Maybe it was the day before now. Every year in January, Inside Real Estate does their innovation kickoff call where they kind of let you know, hey, what have we been working on the last quarter that's coming out now? What are we working on that's coming out soon? And then what are our dreams and aspirations of innovation for the year to come? And so it was a pretty incredible, of all the years I've been with them, this was the most features I've seen pushed out. And usually it's like stuff that's coming and stuff is live. I'm going to show you two things that are already live in your kvCORE today. So some of the main things, Leads 360 and 360 Lite. These are campaigns that you can hire them to do to help you generate some leads, right? And last week, David talked about the good success he was having with it. This specific program is Facebook advertising, or it's social ads, it's Google pay-per-click, it's retargeting, it's the customer assurance where they're going to actually call the leads, nurture them, and get them back to you ready to go. So it's a complete 360 approach. They mentioned the call that it was $1,000, I think is the minimum spend. Don't quote me on that, per month, but not too bad. They're rolling out a brand new website editor. So if you have used the advanced email editor yet, that's the Be Free editor. Be Free has a website editor, so we're going to be pushing that out. Probably they're saying by Valentine's Day that could be hitting, with the first module being landing pages. So really good ability for us to edit, drag and drop, dynamic content, all of that. Everything you have in the advanced email editor will be there. More reports, threaded text and email. So thank gosh for that, right? And text and email attachment. So now when you go to reply to an email or reply to a text, it's in one conversation. You don't have to go dig for we call that the news feed, I call it. Some more search, alert, and market report automations, appointments, mentions. The new smart CRM, the actual smart CRM that you interface with is going to get a overhaul. Then that should be out in the next, I think by Valentine's Day, they're rolling that out. So the first of my 5 things are multi-property squeeze pages. You can use these for open houses, listing segments like waterfront properties, condos, a certain price point. You can have a lot of fun with these. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So I go over to my platform. I'm going to go over here to lead engine. I'm going to go over and I can go either to all lead engine tools, or I can come down to a squeeze page or landing page. So I'm going to go to my squeeze pages. So multi-property squeeze pages. So first and foremost, what am I wanting to target? So one of the things I recommend agents do is every Friday, post the open houses that are in the area, right? And so the post that you would share goes something along the lines of, if you think about visiting an open house this weekend, I have the list of every open house in the area, not just Century 21, but every open house. Here's your comprehensive list. And let's just say I'm going to do it for Orange County. So pull up your search. I'm going to pull Orange County in. And then I'm going to come down here all the way to where it says options. And it comes right up, open house. Right. So you have just listed, walkable score, fixer upper, newly built, open house, 55 plus, green or Energy Star rated, horse properties, golf, pool, waterfront. It's going to vary by MLS what your things are called. But you have all of these that are right on there. So there you go, open house. So I'm kind of cool there, right? But I want to limit it down. I want to only do single family and townhome, because condos are so hard around here. I don't know how it is in other areas, but good luck getting a condo financed these days. Okay. I kind of guess I'll leave everything else open. I'm going to come up here and say, where am I going to share this at? I'm going to share this on Facebook. And then what hash do I want to put? I would say put open house. Again, type the word and pick the one like that. Look at all these extra ones. So just type open house, okay? And then I would put Orange County. Let's see if I have one here. There's one for Orange County already, so I'm just going to pick that one. I'm not going to go create new ones, right? Why add more junk in there? Facebook photo, you could pick a specific listing, use random from photos from our office, high price, low price, whichever you want. I just let it use recent, so that way it will constantly stay updated. Okay. What's the maximum number of views allowed before they register? So this lets them look at one and then triggers them to then register on the second one. And then it gives me this lovely little code, right? I just copied this to my clipboard, and I go Facebook, and I'm gonna go to the brokerage page here, and then I can easily just paste it. Always paste it, give it a second, and it's gonna pull up that little page, and then you can delete it if you want to use that link. Another way, one thing I like to do is I'll get rid of that. I take the short link, okay, and then I'll go over here. I'm gonna share it. Well, did I not copy? Copy to clipboard. Yeah. Sometimes tech. There you go. I bring that in, and then we have built in Canva, and this is for edge agents. I have written this for you, and for those outside, I can share these templates outside if y'all are interested in this stuff. But we have some. So which one is it? It is open house squeeze page. So I've already created these. So you have a couple of generic ones, right? If you like the darker with the white and the black, or the white and the gold, here's ones you can drop your own photo in. Here's a story version. But the cool part about these, I just take this and it thinks for a quick second. So I told you my computer is going crazy today. I'll use this template. I can then just download this template. And I've already given you, if you want to make it really super easy, I've already given you the suggested copy and hashtags. Just make sure you replace city name with, get rid of the brackets, put Orange County, Orlando, whatever, Jonesboro. Make sure you replace the area in here, copy and paste it and go, and you're done. So just for giggles, right? And you also can do this. You can highlight this insert area and copy it, and then just do a Control Command F, and then I can type in Central Florida and replace them all. So it just does it for me. I don't have to go make sure I didn't miss one. So I'm going to copy that to my clipboard. And then I'm going to download this image, just the first page. Download it. Zip, boop, 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 boop. All right. And then I go back to my Facebook post. I'm going to clear out of this link. I'll then just upload the photo that I just did. I leave my link there, hit paste. Boom. And now you have a post. Share that every Friday. And the cool part about this is, you can schedule, if you have the Meta Business Suite or if you use the kvCORE Content Planner, you can schedule these out every Friday and just go and get 2 or 3 months done at a time. And then maybe if you're doing that, you can go ahead and just switch these back and forth. Like one Friday do this one, next Friday do that one, right? Or come up with your own if you want to use those. But boom, every Friday now you're generating leads. And if you want to, put $5 boost behind it. Boost it for $5, $10 for the weekend.
Question, Kevin.
Yeah.
So that link will update automatically each week. We don't have to go in and fix the link every week.
This squeeze page, because it's not this weekend, it's just every house that's currently has the filter
Open
is
house
only
scheduled.
show listings that have a scheduled open house.
Okay.
Right. I mean, it could be they have a scheduled open house in 2 weeks. It'll show up, right? But again,
Okay.
it's what your goal is, just to get them on the site and get them to go look at the house, right?
Okay.
That's all we really care about. So if they go to the search results, there you go. And so right now there are 249 in Orange County.
All right. Very good. Thank you.
Right. So There's one option you can do. You can leverage the same, type of squeeze page to do, again, all these other ones, just listed, new construction, around here, I'm going to try this in other areas, 55 plus communities are huge, right? So if you wanted to focus on that, if you wanted to just, pool homes. So lots of things you can do in here. I see a lot of agents will leverage this. So instead of saying open house, they'll clear that out. And it's just like, we know the average price point in our area is like 400 and some thousand, right? About 500,000. So, you could go put in something here. Here's the 250. Or just go 200 to say 300. And then do a post that, check out these properties for sale for less than 300,000. Or there's an option you could do. So there's lots of ideas that you can come up with on how to leverage this. Take it, copy, you create a post that looks like this, right? And I'll go ahead and post it just so you can see what it looks like posted. Man, my computer running slow today. I apologize, y'all. And it's going to take them to this listing. And then as soon as they start looking, like I'm not logged in, so I'll look at this house. I look at a couple photos, whatever, yada, yada. I go to the next one. Yeah, register. There's your lead. Right. And I'll tell you, like with all internet leads, you're going to get people that put BS in here, right? Be okay with it because they'll keep coming back. We've cookied them. So even if you don't have an accurate email, they've been cookied. So if you're doing retargeting advertising, which our brokerage does retargeting advertising for our entire account, they're going to get brought back. And that cookie that's going to track them and they'll log back in, right? Keeps them signed in and they'll start looking at properties. And one day they'll change. They're just not ready to talk to you this moment. So any questions on this one, on single property or on using the multi-property, squeeze pages?
No, but I like it.
Yeah.
I do have a question.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm a little lost. I'm just trying to think, I guess, the back way of it. How would this be a lead for me if it's not my property? If I'm doing like the hashtags, like how would I benefit from doing what you just did? Maybe I'm just probably not getting the whole.
Well, I missed it because now I looked at too many properties on this one, so it wants me to sign in. But if you look up here in my URL, which is kind of hard to see, it's got, I'm sending people to my site. You would be sending people to your site, right? So all listings in the MLS are on your site, right? So if someone signs up on your site to look at a property, that's you're their buyer agent. It's going to give you as a lead. It's a buyer lead.
Okay. I get that. Got it. I got it.
Yep. So that's all about, that's why you have this platform is that lead gen, right? So, all right. Landing pages. These are awesome, right? And, again, I apologize for some things. I kind of go back to our edge agents, but wherever you can create and get some great content, right? You leverage those options. So we have our marketing hub with Canva. And one of the things that we have created is some downloadable content that you can, yeah, my computer is just dragging. That you can download, you have content that you can download, right? It's like we had the 5 dangers of overpricing, for sale by owner, home mortgage options. You download one of these and then upload it to your website. And then you can leverage a landing page to send. So say I want to do this for sale by owner. Okay. I want to create a landing page. So I come over here to my leads engine, get rid of that. I'm going to go build a landing page. Now keep in mind, don't focus too much on how to do the landing page. Focus more on the lead gen piece because we're getting a new builder, which is going to be super easy and less than 2 weeks. But in this case, our goal is lead generation, right? I want to be able to get them to download something. And this is going to be a for sale by owner. So I'll type in FSBO. But I'll type get my guide, my FSBO guide. And then we can send them back to our website if we want to. I always say leave it alone. I can even put FSBO guide as my hashtag, and you'll see why. FSBO guide. Require a phone number. I always do. If you want something from me, give me a number. What is this lead type? this is a seller, right? If they're downloading this guide, they're clearly a seller. They're looking to find out how they can sell. And then you just come in here, you format, get your free for sale by owner guide. Learn how to sell your home on your own. It seems counterintuitive though, right? Because at some point they're going to realize they can't and they're going to call you because you help them, they love you. And then you just kind of go through the guide, and so pricing it right. So I would take is, a couple of these sections, and then on the landing page, just update ahead, how to price your home, right? And then put a little 1-sentence thing, right? Pick a couple of the biggest headlines there, and then you just save it. All right. And there's a landing page. So now you take that and you share it on social. Now remember, I asked for it to for the contact, for the hashtag. Gosh, I can't think today. I promise y'all. So then what I need to do to set this up is go into marketing and go to smart campaigns. And I want to go to templates. I'm going to craft an email template, right? And then, so I want to do C21 because I've created a template y'all can use in here. Actually, I think just type in template. I think I enabled it template. It's been a hot minute since I did one. So here is your Century 20 Edge general template. So I can clone this. It's going to bring in the boilerplate. The cool part for us, and this, and those that don't have it, if you go in and set this one time up and then you just clone it every time, it's automatically going to pull in your agent photo. It's automatically going to pull in your name, your title, your smart number, and then the download the app will automatically work, right? And then your first name will go here. So it's just automatically, you don't have to worry about your signature. So then I come in here and then I just type up whatever email I want to about, thank you for visiting my website to download the e-guide, yada, yada, yada. And then I go over here to content. I drag in a button. I click on the button and then I want to link a file. And then I'll just upload the PDF going into your folder. You're going to upload the PDF that you created in Canva. So let's just say I had used this template and I downloaded it. I went through, make sure you go through it and customize it or whatever content you have you want to share. And then I go upload. Whatever it was. I think I just uploaded the wrong thing. Oh, well. Doesn't. There it is. I thought that wasn't the right title. So anyway, it doesn't matter. It works the same way as a PDF. So then, whoops, I scroll. Come on, Kevin. Let's pretend this was the PDF. I uploaded the wrong thing. Now this button, I just changed the text. Click to open your guide. Unfortunately, it does bring in the blue. So if you want to, over here on the right, you can come down. I know our colors by heart, but it's on my C21 Edge and it's in Canva. And so there I want that, and I want it to be black. Boom. And then clone, and now you have an email with them to be able to download that guide. And I've recorded this, and I'm going to actually have on my schedule to do a kvCORE 101 quick shot video on doing just this. So you'll be able to watch that and replay this video as well. And then done. And then once you have, like, if you create a download guide type template, then the next time you do one, you just come here, clone it, change the button link, change the text, hit save, and you're done. All right. So the first one you do, you're good. Now, take it next step further, and that's where we, then if someone, I'm going to cancel because I don't want to save this. If you have a campaign, go ahead and set a campaign up for, when a lead is hashtag was, we did FSBO guide, right?
Yeah, we did that.
Right. So that's the hashtag. I want it to always run, meaning that no matter what, this campaign, if that hashtag is on there it will run. Okay. Next, this is for sellers, not for buyers. So if it's a seller and that hashtag is on there, it will run. And we just call this, FSBO guide download, right? Triggers. I always like to put descriptions here. Don't get lazy. Triggers when the lead is a seller and the hashtag FSBO guide is on the lead. So that way, when I'm on that main screen that's right behind here, I can see quick and easy what it does, right? And then I'm gonna show you this one. This is our hurricane guide one. So what I do is, as soon as it happens, hashtag is hurricane guide. This was last year's version. It's gonna send an email, a text, and a task. So the email is, thank you for your interest in a hurricane guide. Click here to download your guide. Inside the guide, you'll find valuable information, including blah, 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 right? And then the text they get is, hi, thanks for requesting my free Century 21 Edge 2020 Hurricane Guide. I've just sent you an email with your guide. If you have any questions, please let me know. And then agent full name. The reason I send a text is that way they know to check their email in case it did go to spam. Make sense? So that's the extra trigger to remind them. And then it's going to assign a task to the agent, follow up with the customer, ensure they receive their guide. But it does that an hour later. So an hour after, hey, thank you for visiting my site. Just want to make sure you receive the guide. So you can even come in here as an agent and clone the campaign and then just reformat it for your FSBO guide or for whatever you're doing. Okay. So again, this will all be recorded. So just a way for you to leverage landing pages. I have had people where they will take that. If I go back and I could create a landing page, it's called squeezing the landing page. Squeezing the landing page. And what you do is you take that squeeze page that we did do. Actually, it's over here, right? So you copy the whole squeeze page link. And in here, where you put the hashtag is open house, right? The submit button text is get my list. And then you paste the URL. So as soon as it get my list, it'll just create the lead and move them right to the list. So basically what you're doing is the list, they can view 2 or however many you set before they register, right? This is going to force them to register before they get the list at all. So that's why it's called squeezing the landing page. It's just a little trick. I prefer just giving them the squeeze page, let them taste something. Like, you have a question?
So, yeah, with that, setting the amount of listings that they get to view whenever they click on it, if you're going to do it by squeezing the landing page and you get their information already, would you want to find a way to take that off?
It only makes them register if they're not registered. So when they hit this button, they just registered.
Okay, cool. And then when they're clicking through, it's not going to make them register again.
Yeah. That link is there. So if they were to share that link with somebody else, it's going to force them to register, right? But they've already registered.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. So like me, if I could keep going and then I just sign in, right? Because if I keep going, look at a property, you get the option of, hold on, right? To go ahead, if you put the email address in and it's already registered, or if you click on Google or Facebook and you're already registered, it's just going to log you in. It bypasses it. Pretty nifty. All right. Smart code texting. So if you're not with Edge, I recommend getting your own smart number. With Edge agents, surprise, you're the first to know this. This little BT Pro logo, we actually did an account upgrade with our account. So there are going to be some new bells and whistles coming our way. But one of those bells and whistles, they were silly. We save $1 a month, and then we got all these new things. So I think they quoted the wrong price. Not my problem. We signed a 14-month contract. They're stuck. But you all be getting your own smart numbers for free. So if you're already paying for one, they're going to take care of in the back end, and you won't be charged for it, and you'll keep your number. All right. So lead engine, I'm going to go here to call and text capture. This is a great way leveraging the office number right? Or your own personal. If you're using the office one, rest assured, if I go in and I create a smart text code, so say I'm going to say text code is Masterclass, and then I can either pick an MLS ID or a message. So when someone texts Masterclass to the smart number, it's going to reply with a listing or a message, right? So a really cool way to use this is, let's just say Sun, we're going to use this. I have Castleberry. All right. So if I could get a writer, right, come up with my own codes and just say, say I had text Masterclass to this number to see inside. That's my writer. Okay. So someone drives up, they see the sign in the yard. They don't want to talk to you. Gosh, if they call the number, you're going to want to talk to them and try to sell them. But if they want to see inside, right? So they can then just text master or whatever code you want to create, right? To the smart number, and it's going to reply with a link to that listing with them already registered because they have the number. Ain't that cool? Right? You could also be a message.
Very cool.
Right? Say they want to get, text hurricane to the number to get your hurricane guide. You could put a message in here. Thank you for requesting my free hurricane guide. Here's a link. Right? Or text open house to the number to get a list of open houses. And then you just go to your, use a short URL that it created and put it in here. Thank you for requesting to look. Thanks for requesting the list of open houses. Here's a link. Happy house hunting. If you have any questions, let me know. But as soon as they text it, you have a lead. Pretty cool, right? And automatically, if you're using an office smart number, your first name to that smart number is one that you can go in. You should have access to it, and then you can edit it and change it if you want to. And you can create as many codes as you want. There's no limits. The next one is home valuation. So if I go to your website, or you go to your website, right, and you go to the cell, you get this lovely little instantly, and then get a detailed home price estimate. See what your neighbors are selling their home for, right? They put their address in, and as soon as they click next, you have a lead. All right, so if I put in 12520 Bonky Point Drive, Orlando, right? I click next. I already have a lead. It'll create a lead with just the address. So then the person's like, oh no, I'm not giving you my information. Screw that. And they X out. You already have a lead. You have the address. And we have public record data. We can find out who they are, create a CMA, go drop it off at the front door, right? If they go through all the way, then obviously you get everything. So one cool way to leverage this that a lot of people don't realize you can do is I'm going to go back to my squeeze page. And remember, we did a multi-property. I'm going to slide on over to seller squeeze page. And I'm going to share this via Facebook. The hashtag will be Sawgrass. I'm going to do Orlando value. Wait a minute. Home value. I'm going to listen to my own advice. I could have sworn we had home value in here. Okay, so home value. And then I'm going to put in, I'm going to market this to Sawgrass. The location, I'm going to do 32824. I'm going to generate the link. So remember, when I went to Kevin Johnson C21 Ed, what did that just do? That was kind of crazy. When I was on this page and I clicked on sell, I'm going to leave that up. I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to copy this link, right? Create a new page, open this one up. So this one says, what is your home worth? This one says, find out what your 32824 home is worth. This one says, instantly get a detailed home price estimate. See what your neighbors are selling for. This one, darn it. This one says, the average home estimate in 32824 is $497,000. Get your home estimate report below. Ain't that cool? So
Do
now,
you have any Canva templates to post the home valuation report, or would it be good to screen grab this right here whenever you're running that on Facebook? And
oh no, because you
putting
want
that-
them to click to go. Remember, your goal on everything is you want them to click to come here. So I don't want to give them jack, right?
Mhm.
Because my goal at a minimum is get them to visit and spend a couple seconds on the site, because then retargeting, we slap that GPS tracker on their ass. Okay.
I'm saying if you were to go back to that one last page where it doesn't tell you the zip code, and if you didn't want to push it out as one dedicated area and you just wanted to kind of put it out, would this be a good screen grab to put
Nope.
out on that link image?
Remember,
No?
you want to make sure anything you're putting on social, and that's one thing we're having a class about, because I'm seeing folks posting square graphics, like the terminology and stories. That's hurting you on the algorithm, right? Because they want purpose, they want the right content size for the right content delivery, right?
Okay.
So this is not in any social platform format. That said, I'll show you what it does in just a second. I want to show you one more thing. So if I go back, I'm gonna go here and get rid of the zip code and just say I wanted to do Orlando, or let me do Windermere. Windermere. So I'm gonna do the Windermere area, right? Generate my link. And it won't work on a lot of teeny tiny communities. It has to have enough data to pull numbers. So yeah, find out what your Windermere home is worth. The average estimate is 2.48 million, right? So it will change it around. Now that will get a Windermere resident, for those that know Windermere, that's going to get them to click, right? Because they're hoity-toity. And for those that don't know, that's where like Isleworth is, where Shaq and Tiger Woods and all those live or have lived. All right. So it can change. And if I take this and I go back to Facebook and I go to post this, it gives me a nice little graphic already. And it looks silly and like boring, but it really freaking works. It really works. They actually changed the color from red to this color like a year ago, because the analytics, they did some beta testing on different colors, and this is the color of the question mark that had the highest click rate. Like that's the level of what they do. Okay. And then you can just post something, in here, whatever text you want. Now, one thing I would recommend, and this is just some text, is curious, we just concluded a year, curious to see how much equity you earned last year in your home, click to find out. So then the last one I want to talk about is area content pages. So if you haven't already done this, I know a couple of you have, is make sure you're going to your Web and IDX, go to your website content. So Web IDX, website content. All right. And then over here, service areas and SEO. All right. Make sure you are adding every freaking area that you are willing to work. Add them. All right. So you can come out here. So say you want to work Windermere. All right. So Windermere area. Great. I want to work Winter Park. So get every freaking area you want to work in here. All right. Because what it's going to do is, so then here you have this content in here. Right. If you're looking to make Castleberry your next home, don't hesitate to get in touch, experience best, click here. And then, I got a little download our app thing built into it. But these are awesome little pages. Then you take this and you can share this as something on social. This you're going to want to come up with a graphic for, because it doesn't have a graphic associated with it as a page, right? So make sure that you do like I did with this one. So this is an example of what you should do. This is an example of what you should not do. And one little tidbit, when you're putting content in here, you can drag it and make the window bigger. All right. So your keywords are hidden. If I look at this, Castleberry real estate, right? The display text is Castleberry. It adds real estate to it, and then you put in your text and create as many as you can. If I go back to the home page of the site, it's good for Google. It starts to put them here. Okay, so this is what displays. When it talks about the display text, this, so right, just to show you that. I don't know if it might have already cookied. I might have to go to a different page to see it. No, see, it already changed it. Right, and these areas, this is all about Google, because remember, Google is like a spider. It crawls your site, finds every link, goes to that link, and that's how it helps you get ranked. But then you can take these and share them. I'll show you one person that has done a pretty good job. I'll pick on him. He's actually taken it to the next level, where he's put all of the short-term rental communities in a menu drop down on his site. And next week's call, I'm going to show you how to do this. So you can click on it, it'll pull it up, and if there's any listings available, boom. So he's put the short-term communities that he wants to work here. Pretty neat, right? So those are my 5 ways. I'm going to give you a bonus one. And I say this is bonus because I promise everyone 5 things, but this one, it's only applicable if you use Core Home. So for those that don't know, Core Home is the every kvCORE customer gets the Millions Mapped Edge we pay to have. You get the Core Home app. So they can search their home value, they can get listing updates and market updates. But another way is to really push it and say, hey, this last module, right? We have a nice moving maintenance app. Maintain your home. Get a maintenance checklist for your house. So it's a great way to leverage this app that you have, right, to get someone who is not actively looking or buying or selling, but hey, everyone has to maintain their home. And some backstory, this was called the Home Ownership Lifecycle Platform because it was designed to make sure that no matter where the person is, the consumer is, in the home buying, selling process, or just they're in the living process, right, we're going to have something to help them. They can track their transaction. So if you're not actively pushing this to your customers and saying, hey, track your transaction, you're crazy. Look how cool that is. And that's all animated. It's pretty cool. So make sure you've done the Core Home training. Make sure you've downloaded the app as a customer and you're familiar with it. It's pretty freaking cool to use. And I'll pull my lead up because like when a new task gets added to the list of maintenance, that they get a message. If they mark something as done, it's going to let you know. Just try to find one. Core Home here you go. Core Move. Kevin Johnson checked off an item on their move list. Right there, but there's the maintenance one as well. I said find one on maintenance. As you check off stuff, it's going to let them know, or let you know, I should say. So it's a great time to reach out, right? They're active. They're here. Kevin Johnson checked off an item on their spring maintenance list. So that's just an extra way, right? For your sphere, right? Look, here's a free tool I'm offering you. Help you maintain your home. Make sure you get all the maintenance done on your house. It's free, right? And on your website, right? Let me get back to a page. Every time they go to any property, actually, I gotta go just click down here. Shoot, sorry. Any property, there's the app, right? They can download the app right away. So they click on it. It's going to open up your app store. They enter the information. They have to register, and it's going to send them a link, or they can just scan it, and it'll send them a link based on their phone. It detects what phone they're on and sends them right to the app on the app store for their phone. But this is the link you would share. Share this. Right? And by the way, for those that are with Edge, yeah, there is a tool for that. See, I always do this and I forget, what did I call the damn thing? I think it's the Core Home app. So we have assets in here for you. What I recommend is doing QR code and drop it in there. So if it's on their computer, they can scan the image, or if they're on their mobile device, obviously you would include a link in the post. So they would click on that to download it. So that's what I got for you guys. What questions do you have for me?
So in the beginning, when you were setting up the appointment in the lead tab, does it send an appointment confirmation to the customer as well?
Yep.
Sweet.
I've not.
I just used it today.
Yeah, it should, right? You just check this right here.
Yep. They got
Okay.
it.
And
They
the
got
send
it.
invitation, is the send invitation email, is that like an invitation to a Google Calendar invitation or something like that?
Yep.
Awesome. Perfect.
Once you do it, because I literally did it today with someone. So when you click on it, it's gonna, like after a minute or two, it's gonna send you an email and a text message as well. And then you can just add it to your calendar from there.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you.
it should, if you would link your calendar, it should automatically put on your calendar.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to. If your Google Calendar is linked, if not, open a message with support. That's like the big thing. It should sync with your calendar.
Got it.
Will it let you know when the other person accepted the invite and if they or declined it, or if
This is
they-
brand new. It just got released.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
literally, I have not read the help article. I just know because I was on when they kind of like did the feature post, like, hey, this is being released now. But yeah, so I just know the invites go out for sure. Let me look on I did a screen grab of the slide they did. I don't know if they talked about that or not. But I do know someone asked about on the call if it's synced with your calendar. They actually talked about that.
I have a question for the squeeze pages. Could you show us an example on how we would be able to share that on like Instagram and stuff? Because I know when I did a squeeze page, I couldn't figure out like how to share the link on Instagram.
Yeah. So you can't share links on Instagram is the short answer, right? And so what I recommend you do is, I'll show you as our example, do some type of a link in bio app where they click on it, and then you have these, like, here is basically a squeeze page, open house list. Right? So then you build in the links that you want to share. So you would put your squeeze page link in bio, they would open this up, and you make sure you add that squeeze page in here. Like Linktree is I think Linktree is free. We pay for I think it's like $3 a month for a premium version so that we can make it all our colors and stuff. Yeah, free. But you will have ads. That's $5 a month for the starter one. The Pro is $9 a month. Whoa. And there you can do a lot of hide their branding, put your stuff on there. But there is a free version, right? So you can use that. And there are plenty of just Google link in bio apps. Let me see. I mean, there's tons of them. But yeah, that's the way you have to do it with Instagram.
I think you can add a link when you pay for an ad on Instagram, can't you? Like if it's sponsored?
Yeah, if you're running an ad, yes, swipe up. But that's if you're just putting a post on there, you can't.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I figured. I just wanted to clarify.
Oh God, yeah, they wouldn't make any money if you couldn't put a link. You couldn't link from your ad because they don't link in bio. They want to know, as an advertiser, I want to know which ad you clicked on. Right. So, and the only way I want you to be able to get to that link is if you clicked on the ad. So it's got all the coding in it. All right. What other questions? Anything? Doesn't have to be something that we talked about today. It's anything related to kvCORE. Nothing? Nothing? Well, if y'all are still
I have a
thinking,
question.
yeah,
For the landing pages, right, in the FISBO guide, I was just curious, is there gonna like automatically trigger to send the email once they sign up?
you have to create the campaign to do it.
Okay.
So
Oh.
creating a landing page with a downloadable content using that
Yeah.
application. Yeah, you're going to have to create the landing page, and then create a smart campaign.
Okay.
Again, it pretty quick. You just want to make sure, and you can look at the hurricane guide option in here. So just go to my campaigns and type in hurricane.
Mhm.
This is an example of a good one. It works. We use it every year. I just literally, like this year, I'm gonna come in here and go, all right, hashtag is now 2024 hurricane guide,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hit enter, and then next, finish, and then in the knowledge base, I'll show you. I'm gonna pull a link in because we do an article to help y'all. This is one I set up for y'all end to end every year. You got to do nothing. But I want to get this landing page link so I can show you what it looked like. Right. So boom.
Awesome.
And the crappy part is right now with the current thing, I can't edit. Once you've done it, you're done. If you have a typo, you're rebuilding the damn thing. Okay.
Mhm.
In 2 weeks, when they release the new editor, it's going to be just like if I were to go in here. Obviously, it'd be for a web page versus an email. But if I were to go add an email here, and I would go switch to the advanced editor, it's going to be basically the same functionality where, all right, here's a row. I want to drag in a image, and then I want to drag in some text, and then I want to drag in a video, right? And then I want to bring in, and if you have core video like Dan does, Bomb core video, you can drag in your core videos right into the into there as well, and then just select the video that you're using. So one fun tip. And then there is also the dynamic content modules where you can go in here and then you click on it, schedule a showing button, view a listing. You don't need to worry about the header and footer. We pre-populate that in. Similar properties, your photo, a listing image. So if you wanted to build out an email for a specific property, right, you could do that by using the MSL ID. This drag and drop functionality will be how you build a landing page moving on. And it will have pre-built templates. And as soon as they release this feature, I will make sure that, I apologize, I'll make sure we have our templates in there as well. Yeah, everyone learned something, at least one thing new?
Always, yes.
So now the challenge, everyone, is to take one thing at least, right? And go do it today. Go, before you're done today, go put something out there from what you learned today. Put it into action and start generating leads.